What happens to a man who cannot speak his mind? He withers. Not immediately, not visibly, but slowly and deeply. And in that silence, in that self-imposed exile, he becomes something less than he was meant to be. This isn't just about confidence or communication. It's about freedom, the kind that begins not with laws or politics, but with your voice. The voice is not merely a tool for speech. It is a mirror of the soul. When a man suppresses what he knows to be true, when he's afraid to say what he truly believes, he doesn't just betray words, he betrays himself. And over time, that betrayal becomes unbearable. Because if you can't speak, you can't stand. And if you can't stand, you can't live with dignity. Every man stands at the edge of two worlds, chaos and order. And the bridge between them is speech. Your voice is the sword you wield against the unknown. It carves reality out of confusion. The ancients knew this. In Genesis, the world begins not with action, but with a word. Let there be light. Why? Because the word brings order. Because the logos, a reasoned speech, is the beginning of creation. And when a man abandons his voice, he abandons his power to bring clarity, to protect, to build. He surrenders to the storm instead of stepping into it with strength. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, the dark hidden side of the self, the parts we fear, suppress, and refuse to acknowledge. And yet, Jung insisted that integration, not denial, was the path to wholeness. You must confront the shadow, or it will control you from the dark. And how do you confront it? You name it. You speak it. Even in ancient myths, the hero must enter the cave, face the dragon, and speak the truth. Pinocchio lies, and his nose grows. His body rejects the lie, because truth is not optional for the soul. It is a necessity. In modern times, we are trained to believe that, say, less is polite, that keeping the peace is noble. But when silence becomes submission, it ceases to be virtuous. So what happens when a man fears his voice? He becomes a shell. His convictions rot inside him. He smiles when he should speak. He nods when he should resist. He agrees when every bone in his body says no. And slowly, regret takes root. Anxiety festers. He loses respect, not just from others, but from himself. Because deep down he knows he could have stood, he could have said something, but he chose the easy death of silence. And that death is not painless. Say one true thing, just one, today. Not to please, not to provoke, but to be real. Start with the truth, however small. Speak it. Let it hurt if it must. That's how strength is built. That's how you remember who you are. There's a lion asleep inside you, not a violent beast, but a protector, a force of order, a guardian of what is right. And every time you speak the truth, that lion stirs. You become more than a passive bystander in your own life. You become a man of clarity, a man of courage, a man capable of bearing weight. You don't need to shout, you don't need to dominate, but you must not be silent in the face of lies, not if you want to live free. A man's voice is not just sound, it is his soul made visible. When you speak what you believe, with honesty, humility, and strength, you walk with dignity. And when you fall silent out of fear, you give your freedom away without a fight. So speak, not because it's easy, but because it's true. And in that truth, you will find your freedom,